Hello YuGiTube, this is Phocks from TeamATYP, 1,000 Years of Pain. Sorry, I had to take a breath there. Anyways, I'm here with a deck profile for you on Noble Rabbit. It's another build I've been messing around with besides the Medulces. So far it's been playing rather well. I'm going to go ahead and go straight to the deck list, and just like with the Medulces, I'm going to have another profile explaining the combos of the deck. Alright, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see here. I'm going to start with the monsters. I run 2. Wow, messed up there. Big fail. I run 2 Rescue Rabbits. Obviously, since Rabbit is in the name, this is one of the main parts of the deck. However, unlike most Rabbit decks, with this one you don't have to run the tour guides or the Sangan, so 2 Rescue Rabbits. For the vanillas for the Rescue Rabbit, I run 3 Noble Knights and 2 Elemental Hero Sparkman. Noble Knights and Sparkman are both light creatures, normal, rank 4, and level 4, I should say, and they are warriors. So all those come into play with this deck. You'll see why as I reveal the rest of the deck for you. The next card I play is 3 Elemental Hero Aliases. Simple enough. You can Gemini Spark this guy. You can... Damn, I'm going to have to move the camera over because of the glare. Anyways, you can Gemini Spark this guy. You can use him as a 1900 beat stick. He is an elemental hero, so he opens up Miracle Fusion plays. But also, he is considered a normal monster while on the field. So he is also a light normal monster, level 4 warrior. So good card for the theme of this deck so far. The next monster, I play 3 of the Effect Noble Knights. Now, he's really good. He's pretty much the Bubble Man of this deck. What he does is if you have a light normal monster, which is your other Noble Knight, your Elemental Hero Sparkmans, and your aliases, you can special summon this guy from your hand in defense mode. So you can have other cards in your hand, and he'll just come out. So he's a little bit better than Bubble Man in my opinion. He just doesn't have the draw effect. He's a level 4, and he's a light, and he's a warrior. So as you can tell, almost all my cards are warriors, so I'm going to go for Warrior Exceeds. They're all lights, so I'm obviously going to run Honest, because you can just drop Honest pretty easily. That's always a great combo. So as you can see, most of these creatures follow the same basic set, except for Honest and Rabbit. Honest is your hand trap, and Rabbit gets your creatures to the field faster. The last monster I play doesn't really follow most of the rules. He is Elemental Hero Stratos. He's used to get out the aliases to your hand. Not very often will you use the effect to destroy spells and traps on the field. However, that is an option. But he's wind, so he's the combo breaker for most of the creatures. But he is a level 4, and he is a warrior, so he follows some of the guidelines of the creatures. That is the deck. I run 15 monsters in the deck, so works out rather well for me with that at 15. And we go on to my spells. For spells, of course, I run 3 Miracle Fusions because I run 6 heroes. You're almost always guaranteed to have a hero in the graveyard with the way the deck runs, so the Miracle Fusions, obviously, it's a great card. You can top deck it, get a hero. Usually going to go for Shining. Not very often will you go for other ones, you know, other elemental heroes, but they do have options for that. The next 2 cards I run is 2 Super Polymerizations. I love Super Poly. They can't chain to it, and it pretty much gets rid of one of their creatures. It does not destroy it, so that's great. and it upgrades a creature on the field pretty much. So if I have a Sparkman on the field, it can get upgraded to you know, Escario, Nova Master, App-Zero, you know, even something as simple as a Gaia. I mean, that's still an upgrade overall for the creature. So you have to discard a card to activate it. So I like it at 2. Next, for the search power, I run 2 emergency calls to get the heroes to my hand, and I run 1 reinforcements of the army. Now, reinforcements can get any card except for Rabbit and Honest to the hand. So, I mean, these 3 cards here pretty much search out almost everything in your deck. I have, for my draw power, I use 2 Pots of Duality. You usually use this if you're pretty well set up on the field and you don't plan on summoning. Overall, the non-special summon effect hurts, but I like 2. Of course, I run my staples, which is Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, Monster Reborn, and 2 MSTs. So, pretty much staples there. I run only 2 Gemini Sparks, even though I run my 3 aliases. I like it at 2. To be honest, I'm kind of hard on room for spells and traps as is, even with only 15 monsters. So, and I want to keep it at 40. So 2's cool. And then I run 1 pot of Avarice. Wow. And of course, that's to reload the creatures in the draw. So, for the traps, I run 2 Bombless Trap Holes. I only run 1 Hero Blast. I only have 1. If I get another one, I'll run 2, but I only run 1 Hero Blast. I run 2 Mirror Forces, and I run 2 Solemn Warnings. That's my trap lineup. As for my creatures, as for my extra deck, I should say, I run... Damn, it's all mixed up. Okay, I run 3 Blade Armor Ninjas, because they're the warrior exceed, works out rather well. I also run 2 Excaliburs, you know, 2 level 4 warriors exceed. They're pretty much some of the biggest creatures in the deck. The other exceeds I run is I run 1 Gemini Pearl, just in case I run into a skill drain deck. Pearl has 2600 attack, so he's going to be one of the bigger creatures. And then the other one I run is 1 Violon Die Sigma. I love this card because you can attach a material, you absorb one of their creatures just like Relinquished would. However, instead of gaining attack, you gain a Catastor effect for that creature's attribute. So that's pretty good. That's all the exceeds I currently have in the deck. I'm going to go ahead and go into the fusions. I run 3 Elemental Hero of the Shinings. Great card. I run so many lights, so I have to run 3 of these. And then I run 1 of each of these. 1 Gaia, 1 Escario, 1 Nova Master, 1 Great Tornado. You can't really see that guy because of the shot, the glare. And 1 App-Zero. Now, those are pretty much the staples for those. For that, it's very simple how they run. I'll be honest with you, I don't really have much of an extra deck or side deck made for this, but I'll go ahead and show you the few cards I did throw together that would work. 1 Shadow Imprisoning. I'd play Shadow Imprisoning over because I run all light creatures. It won't hurt me, and the only dark creature I run is Escario, so it really doesn't hurt at all. 2 Torrential Tributes, just more creature removal, creature hate. 2 Chain Disappearances, because a lot of the decks nowadays do run multiple low-level creatures that start the combos. 2 Prohibitions. Prohibition's a great card, I think, for any side deck. So I always keep 2. Usually after the first duel you can see what they're playing, read what they're playing, and know. one dust and one MST to help with destruction. Let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One Gores. Gores is a great card. You don't keep back row very often, so Gores helps. I run 2 Penguin Soldiers. They open up absolute 0 plays, so they're good, and returning cards back to the hand can hurt in this deck. I'd run 2 Phocks, Dyna, Fossil, whatever. Stop special summoning if he's normal summoned, which is great, because if you can wipe their field, it really helps you out, and they can't special summon to blow you up again. I only got 1 for now. I'm gonna get another one, and then 1 Photon Thrasher, just as an extra side deck. He special summons himself, so he's a pretty good card. I was playing with Photon in the main deck. I like him, but I think he's more of a side deck card. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yep, exactly 15 cards, so I got lucky. I didn't really pay attention to what I threw together for the side deck. So 15 altogether works out rather well. Alright, that is the deck profile. I'm going to go ahead and have a deck discussion, telling you the weaknesses, the strengths, and all the combos for the deck in the next video. This is Phocks signing off. Talk to you later, YuGiOh.